We are live in the second hour, 22 minutes past 3 p.m. And if you're joining right now, welcome to Baze Radio.co.ke, Kenya's number one online radio station. My good name is Selva Kido. Mtu wangu weather imechange mbaya sana. Mvua inanyesha lakini siku zote tumelelewa na dini. Tunasema mvua ikinyesha, mvua inakuja na baraka zake. Now allow me to introduce to you one of the leading top. I know you guys cannot relate to him, but he's among the top founders of the Kenyan music industry. I'm talking about a young man, a very, very aggressive, a mentor, producer, best in Kenya entrepreneur, Kim for Love. Actually, one of the pioneers of coastal music industry. Welcome to Baze Radio.co.ke.
Wonderful, man. Thanks a lot. I feel good. Yes.
Good to see you. Looking amazing.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Asante san.
How's your Friday afternoon going?
Friday is really good. Actually, I've been having a week of a lot of events. But luckily enough, I'm strong again.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, for you.
If you're wondering who I have in studio, I'm having Kim for Love, a multi-talented, individual, a mentor, producer, entrepreneur. Kim, kuna kitu ambao unahisi nimesahau pale kwenye intro?
Yeah, tutai along the way. Yes, along the way, because I know you cannot go wrong. Yes.
Kindly let us know who is Kim for Love.
Yeah, Kim for Love is actually okay. That's a big question. And normally I would answer that question in an easy way. But actually more like whatever I think about Kim for Love, I'm looking at it in a spiritual way. Yeah, there must be a demand that needs to be fulfilled. And I feel like Kim for Love is here to fulfill the demand. And that should be only God's demand.
What is the demand? What is God's demand? Come on.
Okay, yeah. Nimeingia kwa music, and music wanaitumia kama channel yangu ya ku reach souls in many ways. Promote them, to motivate them, to empower them. Na ni game nimeingia kitambo, but because I was doing the music just for that purpose, Kim for Love is all about motivating, promoting humanity, bringing harmony, giving that part of love, giving it more sense, especially on the channel of entertainment.
Channel of entertainment. We have more to unwind with Kim for Love. But Kim, I want to understand this. I know you've come from a humble background, the humble beginning in Diani Kunda. How did this help you grow up? While growing up, shaped your journey into the entertainment world?
Well, my family is full of music. From my father, he used to do some traditional sounds. And from my uncles, my uncle was one of the biggest or best pianists in Kenya. It was called John Musa, is a late.
Rest in peace.
Some scholarship na Malcolm X alipokuja Kenya. So our house was just full of music, cultural music, international music. John Musa was one of the people or performers that even the first president would call on anywhere anaenda.
MashaAllah.
Yes. So it's full of music.
Full of music. Of course, very well, with all this, having a musical background and a musical influence from your family members, living in an environment whereby, it's influenced by musical culture, with the facility. Did this inspire your journey to start your journey as a DJ, as a keyboardist back in 2001?
Yes, actually, I started doing music as a DJ, actually from 1982. I was still in secondary school, but doing music. So 1985, I went to full swing like a DJ in many parts of the country, especially in the coast region. Alafu 1990, I started now doing the live music. So I just went to Switzerland. I've been traveling for over 30 years in and out of Europe. So I went to Switzerland, bought instruments, came back here and started a band straight. So I've been having a band which has been running for many, many years now.
Many years. More to come in the next few, but for now, keep it Baze Radio.co.ke. Next for you, I've got Gimme Sweet Loving by one and only Kim for Love. Indeed, Kim is full of love.
Yes, give me sweet love.
Give me some sweet love. How do you say that, Kim for Love?
Give me some sweet loving, man.
Give you some sweet love.
Yeah.
Your name.
Love, yes.
Your name is all about love. You know,
Yeah.
Kim. Do you believe in love? By the way.
Yeah.
Do you believe in love?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. All right. If you're joining us right now, welcome back. We're having one of the leading top musical asset we have in East Africa and Africa. One of the leading, top Kenyan producers, best in Europe, back home to nature to explore more about the Kenyan music industry. We're here to have an all-round conversation in regards to Kim journey, musical journey, transition, entrepreneurship. How is it to feel, to represent Kenya in the global space? And if you're joining right now, Mtwangu, why panic? Because we're here to unwind more. We just started. I just want to get it right. What has been the highlight, of your career performing in Europe? You've mentioned you performing in the festival like, Geneva, the city of festival.
Yes, actually Geneva Festival is one of the biggest festivals in the whole world. This is a festival which has a capacity of 1 million plus people attending. Mm-hmm. It's an event that normally is supposed to be 2 days, but it's extended to like 8 days of events. And they have it's actually one of the best that I would like to bring that idea to Nairobi, to the city, where we appreciate culture, we appreciate talent, we appreciate beauty, we appreciate other cultures from other countries also, and present them here. It's something that inspired me big time. I did that event on the first time 2005. And immediately after that, 2007, I did mine in Diani Beach.
Mashallah.
And the event in Diani, it picked up to a capacity of like 20,000 people on the beach. And we have been doing that for a long time. Even now, this year, it's going to be on. Even without advertisement, the event has revolved to its own mechanism of accumulating crowds. So it's a very, very big event. It's called Kim for Love 9 Days Beach Festival, and it's every year. The event has a lot of elements because we are talking about, when you talk about music or culture or talents, you are talking about a great wide range of a capacity, which I would wish personally that we look at it deeper. And actually, that's why I'm in Nairobi, to try to organize a team of local potential people who can ride with that. Mm-hmm. Because I'm also looking at you as a radio station. I'm looking at the TV stations. I'm looking at the artists. I've already made some approach. The good thing is because I've been long in the industry, I've also built up a lot of young guys who are in the industry. Mm-hmm. One of them is Brown Mauzo. I love that boy. He started from my house to my stages, and now he's done big things. I've done a lot of motivation to a lot of other musicians. There's a band called Gogosimo in Nairobi. Mm-hmm. I'm part there. I also put my hand on it in the beginning when they were starting. Macadam is somebody I've motivated a lot, along the way, from when he was Lololova to the change of Macadam. I've been motivating him. Actually, I am happy that he's one of the artists in Kenya who has a lot of international gigs, and that is also an influence from I motivated him in a way. So I have worked with Mushroom, Mombasa Roots, Safari Sound. I've worked with Nameless. I've worked with Necessary Noise, Nazizi. Waire is a very good friend of mine. We meet actually very few times, but whenever we meet, we are good to go. And I've worked with a lot of artists. Wow. Even from Tanzania, I've worked with Ugandans. I've worked with a lot of people. The story is from 1985, so you can imagine it's so big we cannot finish it in 1 hour. I
know. We have a lot to unpack, yes. But keep it Baze Radio.co.ke. We're coming back in the next few with more. But for now, Not Money by one and only Kim for Love, playing on Baze Radio.co.ke. Butuna Donju na Kudunda with 0-40 featuring Bedra, AW, Tipsy G, and Kushman now playing on Baze Radio.co.ke. 44 minutes past 3 p.m. And if you're tuning in right now for the first time, allow me to welcome you officially to Block with Silver Kiddo, happening every day of the week from Monday to Friday from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. Nawapenda wote.
Yeah, man.
Unakumbuka hiyo wimbo?
Nakumbuka sana.
Prezo.
Yeah, Prezo. Tuko hizo.
Inakumbusha nini?
Inanikumbusha mbali. Unajua wakati tukiangalia vichuna huko story.
Vichuna. Yes. Kim Folab yuko ndani ya studio kutuelimisha, kutufunza pia vile kutupatia fursa tuweze kujua maisha vipi ukule Ulaya. Siku zote tunajua ukienda Ulaya akili yetu siku zote inasema kule kuna pesa, tunaendea pesa tunarudi, lakini kuna mengi ya kujifunza sana, na kwa wasanii haswa wana fursa ya kuweza kusikia industry kwa vipi kule uzunguni ama kule Europa watu wanafanya ni tofauti. Kim Folab, umerudi nyumbani.
Yeah.
Na aswa kuna ile kitu inaitwa talent promotion and business. We're here to discuss about your passion from promoting talent through your art center and a modeling agency. Kim Folab, hii art center yako umefocus na talent development vile how do you identify a nature talent? Unaonaje huyu ni msanii ambaye anadeserve kusaidiwa na kushikwa mkono?
Okay, what I always have been doing from 2007 or 2005, I created a platform. The idea was like every challenge in my life gives me an opportunity of an investment or bringing up a big idea. I used to perform in the hotels as a DJ from 1985, as I told you, and then from 1990, nikaanza live music. Good thing, nikapata the same contacts in the same hotels, wakani accept. So I used to have my band in every hotel. Now industry ina change na vitu vina change. At one time, people bought the idea of all-inclusive hotels. So it's like I used to have my fans following me as a band from one hotel to another hotel. Our fans walikuwa wana accumulate, wanakuwa wengi. Unatoka hoteli hii, ukienda hoteli nyingine, almost 100 of the other hotels wanakufollow. So unapata kuingia kwa hoteli nyingine, unaingia na wageni wengine wa hoteli zingine, maybe 10 ambao unacheza kule kwao wamekufollow. So the challenge came up when the people bought the idea of all-inclusive. So all-inclusive system said, okay, what we have as guests in the hotels, that is what we want. If any guest coming from outside must have to pay a cover charge for him to come to the hotel. So that challenge, it can block a lot of my followings from following me to the hotel's performances. So, and I was like, now, what do I do? Especially my African crowd was also walichujwa. Some other hotel guests also wakaji feel like, I'm going to watch Kim. Why should I pay 20,000 for the cover charge, and I just want to go and support Kim, watch the performance and all that. If it would be an issue of 3,000 or 5,000, it's okay. But even hotels were charging even more than that for my shows. So from that, and then the all-inclusive also brought a lot of issues, because now most of the Africans who had some potential to come into the hotels and maybe spend on cokes and all that, they could not do that anymore. Because hata ukiingia kwa bar, kuna mtu anakuuzia wanataka ununue package ya all-inclusive. Umeelewa, eh? So sasa hiyo ikaleta challenge. So my idea was to look for a platform where I can bring my people together without being
central
charged.
Place, yes.
Yes. So I developed the idea of having Kim Folab Fans Club on the beach. So Kim Folab Fans Club on the beach, if you check online, the good thing with success or failure, it is always giving, it leaves some trace. So ukienda kwa Google, ukiangalia Kim Folab, actually utapata hizo beach events zangu, and that fan club was born after the issue of all-inclusive. So I had a fan base down the beach, which could accommodate thousands and thousands of my fans coming freely, regardless how much potential they had in their pockets. So poor and old were all meeting at one point without anybody feeling discriminated. And that was a great move for me. So kids came there who had talents, and I could give them the stage. We did a lot of kids show, and then from the kids show, actually, some people like kina Remo, kina nini walikuja, like some were just kids, like ata kina. There are a lot of artists actually who came down there, and from that platform, I could tap talents, because the kids, when they are dancing or they are doing poems or they are doing some activities, you can really see this kid has a talent. So from that area ndo namwona anampatia mtu microphone, mtu kama Remo, and unamsikia the way ana punch na kwenye na motivate na hype the game nini, najua huyu Raymond
kuna kitu.
Yes, so I started now picking some of those artists and then giving them a good like attention. Even kina Brown Mauzo, they came there with a small group inaitwa Wawili Peke, and then kaona hawa vijana wako na talent. So I started calling them aside, making some photos from them, trying to promote them. Mauzo did good, Remo did good, kina Ali B, even marehemu alikuja kwangu akiwa na his first song is like, can I do something with this song? Kamwambia okay, tukae ofisini, but before I sit with you, actually because that time I didn't have a lot of time, I was really busy going to Europe and back. So I told Ali B to bring a team of people ambao wanampenda, like 2-3 people. So Ali akaleta 2-3 people, then I had a business discussion with them. Mostly I needed these 3 people because I was not going to manage Ali throughout, but I wanted to give the ideas to somebody who is closer to him so that he can
execute the idea.
Yes, the ideas, and mimi niki follow up from a distance.
Okay.
So I've been doing that to many artists. Even when I came to Nairobi, there was another time somebody can have his own idea, but I used to stay, actually I do stay like mostly in Sarova hotels, simple because the management teams were most of like friends of mine who used to work with me in Diani. So I went to Pan-Afric. There was Mr. Gashuru and there was Mr. Njoroge in the finance. Mr. Njoroge is one of the guys we worked with together in the 80s, there 90s. In South Coast in a hotel called Golden Beach. And they actually, from a humble beginning to that time that I was doing a band there, the story is just too big. So basically, I'm just trying to minimize the story. Mm-hmm. I met Mr. Njoroge in Pan-Afric and Mr. Gashuru. They gave me a good rate. I stayed in Pan-Afric for like a month or 2 months. Actually, I just do that whenever I'm on transit. Whenever you see me in Nairobi, I'm on transit. That means I'm going here for my visa. After my visa, I travel to Europe. So I don't base in Nairobi. But I stay in those hotels and create a few ideas. The time I stayed for two months, actually I created an idea. I went to Gopa DJs. I said, let's produce a video, just a video. I have videos, my songs, but nilienda kwa Gopa. So we developed some 2 videos just to promote the local industry also. Alafu nikaenda zangu German. So basically that is what I've been doing. And then the industry of the question of promoting talent, I've promoted many. The Pan-Afric story is where I met Kidum. Kidum was coming to perform for us when we are having dinner in Pan-Afric. So Macadam is one of the guys that I call when I'm in Nairobi, Gogosimo, Jemo, and these people. So we sat down after the performance and told Kidum, mazee, uko na sauti poa. Kwa nini usiingie studio ka produce something? You came for love, I have your CD, nini. Because also when I came down to, after my production, 2002, I dropped some CDs in Nairobi. So Kidum had my CD. I told him, okay, go to the studio and do something. I'm happy that Kidum, from that time, he became a very big number. And even personally, I gave him some shows in South Coast. And I used to pay him as
very well.
His prayer, as pay. And even Kina Ali B, as much as they started small, I paid them when they were big also. Kina Nyotandogo, I paid them when they were big also. Even Kauna Gogosimo, we used to ferry them some... the 9 Days Beach Festival, it's a very big program. So it has a chance for many, many people. So I do promote talents, and I'm happy that I touched many, many people. Many,
many people indeed. More to come in the next few. Of course, we're here to discuss about now Kim for Love getting a chance to have a vibe. Unajua unapiga sherehe na 50 Cent bana. those are memories to live for. In the next few, we're gonna have this conversation, how it happened, how that moment changed everything for Kim for Life in the next few. But for now, keep it Baze Radio.co. Extra Pressure, Benzo featuring BN, I May, top of the hour. And if you're tuning in right now, welcome back. This is Baze Radio.co.ke, Kenya's number one online radio station. My good name is Silva Kido, and this is Kwa Block with Silva Kido, happening every day of the week from Monday to Friday from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. If you're tuning in right now, Mtwangu, do us a favor, go to all social media platform. It's Baze_radio. Follow us. Let us know. It's hashtag Baze Radio. It's hashtag Kwa Block with Silva Kido pale kwenye X platform. We're having indeed amazing conversation with one of the pioneers, a rich guy with rich musical history, live on Baze Radio.co.ke. Kim for Love, you're back home.
Yeah, man.
But before we discuss about now your plans for the music industry in 254, there was a time you got a chance to, work together, cut and raise, for the legendary dancehall artist Sean Paul as well. Later on, you got a chance to interact with 50 Cent.
Yeah, man.
What an amazing experience. How did that happen?
Okay, the Sean Paul was a very easy thing because I have friends, a lot of friends who are doing who are in the industry, and I was doing actually Summer Jam in Cologne. Mm-hmm. It's one of the biggest reggae festival in the whole world. It's called Summer Jam. It happens in Cologne. So when I was doing those kind of performances, I happened to be on the same stage with Sean Paul. So I did my show before him. So I was curtain raising for him. It was quite some time ago, but it was really a lovely experience. Went back to Cologne. There was a studio, a friend's studio. The friend is called Neo, had a studio, and I went there for some just touch-ups and few things to do. I bounced to Max Priest. If you know Max Priest, I want to be close to you. Mm-hmm. Those Shabarang thing and Max Priest. So he was doing a live performance of the same song with his full band. So we bumped in the studio together. We had a little chat with them. And then the 50 Cent story is it's more like the same, like Whitney Houston. I met Whitney Houston.
Wow.
It's a very exclusive hotel. It's a very top hotel, Hyatt Hotel in Cologne. I met her there. And then I had a friend who's called Peter Heising. Peter Heising is an entrepreneur, and he's having like 5 or more than 5 very high-class restaurants and places, clubs in Cologne. And that guy, he just loves me. So the thing is, when we met at a bar, Intercontinental bar that time, Intercontinental moved out of Cologne, but the bar was Intercontinental that time. So we met Peter there, and he was like, "Oh, come over. You guys come to my clubs and all that." So he introduced us to his places. I performed to his places, and one of the places is a very exclusive place. This is a place where I met Michael Schumacher. If you know Michael Schumacher, the race car guys, mm-hmm. He's a legend in that, and somehow he went kidogo, mm-hmm. Yes, but he was big in the game. So I meet 50 Cent there because all the big stars, when they come to Cologne, they have to come to this club. It's called Ivory in Cologne. So by that time, there was a lot of happenings and all that. So we really like the same chambers. As artists, we talked about music a little bit, but probably in that kind of a situation, we are all looked at as like high class, and when we are in that club, it's all about having fun with ourselves, and it's party time in Ivory. So that's how I met these people, and there are some specific hotels that you can meet these people, and luckily enough, when most of my engagements, people book me to these hotels, so you get to know other artists.
Wow.
In these hotels, yes.
Wow, it's an opportunity for you as well for people to appreciate your work, the high-end profile individuals.
Yes.
How do you compare entertainment and showbiz scene in Europe compared to Kenya? What can Kenyan artists learn from, the showbiz entertainment scene in Europe?
Well, there's a lot to learn. But learning is a process, and you need to have people don't change until they have an idol, a role model in front of them.
Oh.
So if the role model is a politician, everybody will be a politician.
Okay.
If your father is a driver, you would wish to be a driver. So I think in the industry, we are really doing a lot of things, but the things are not organized in a way of making sense. So the media is here. We have a lot of social activities, a lot of bloggers and all this. But again, we more like don't have a tangible plan or organization that can really push this industry in a big way. So I love what Bahati is doing. I love what Mauzo is doing. I love what the Kenyan artists are doing. Even from Nameless, I really respect Nameless because, they were in the game before when the game was really noticed or appreciated that much. And they pushed a lot. For this time, what I think can change is us people who have experience from outside angle coming down to our country and really try to bring this game more organized and more strong, stable. Because you see now, Kenya has a lot of talent. As I told you from my own stages, I've seen, the good thing with Diani, you have a lot of people from all parts of the Kenya areas, from Kisumu to Marsabit, from of border to Tanzania to every place. So all these people, they come to South Coast in December. December is a holiday time. So I've met a lot of different cultures, tribes and all that in my events. And kids who have been having these talents from different parts of Kenya. One time I was in Kisumu looking for my child. It's a different story. But I went to a restaurant and all of a sudden somebody was paying my bill. And the bill was not a small bill. It was a bill of like 55,000 in that hotel. And it was like, who is this? And then there was a lady from another corner there. She wanted to just appreciate me. And then she came over and said, please, I'm sorry. I paid the bill before I asked you, but you don't know what you did to my kid. Said, what about your kid? Say, in your events in South Coast, my kid was there and she went to the platform to do the kids dancing competition and she won a bicycle from you. And we have it here. Please just wait for me. I go to pick my kid. It was an issue of like 1 hour, but I waited. The kid came with a bicycle. We were so happy. And it was like, so the thing is, the talent is not only in Coast. It's not only in Marsabit. It's all over the country. So all we need to do is to make a proper platform actually in the city. That's why I'm here. And then make a proper platform so that we can promote the talents in all areas, from fashion, from models, from artists, from all angles. Even sports, because my program, the 9 Days Beach Festival in Diani, it has also some beach sports. So all areas.
All areas indeed. More to come in the next few. I've got Kahora, Ziki, and Sophia Nzao playing on Baze Radio.co.ke. Before we wind up this conversation, keep it Baze Radio.co.ke. We're coming back with more in the next few. It's Naji Dai, Nameless featuring Yashinsky. It's Friday, Mtwangu. Umepata form, ujapata form. Was why panic, because Friday in the sherehe inaanza Nairobi siku zote. Unajua Nairobi watu wanapenda sherehe sana. Kim for love.
Wonderful.
Mwisho ulipiga sherehe Nairobi mwaka gani? Ile sherehe ile sherehe kabisa mpaka yani mwadhini anakupata ukipiga sherehe.
Yeah, kutoka nikuja hapa ni sherehe mazee 2 months napiga sherehe tu hapa.
Hapana, wewe ukai kupiga sherehe.
Yes, nimeingia sehemu kidogo.
Umeingia vichochoro kidogo?
Kidogo. Iko
vipi? Vitu zimebadilika kidogo?
Well, I think the thing is nimeona katika katika industry, those people are looking for something. Actually, they are ready for it. And nimeona mafans wako wengi sana na wana appreciate Kenyan music, pia wana appreciate. Yes.
Welcome back. If you're tuning in right now, it's 19 minutes past 4 p.m. East African time. This is Block with Silver Kiddo as we wind up this conversation with one of the greatest artists we have in East Africa, one of the best export we have from Kenya to the Europe. Came for Love. As a mentor, as a motivational speaker, of course, at the end of the session, you always want the audience, the listeners, to pick some key lesson. What are those key lessons you always want to share with upcoming artists and entrepreneurs?
Okay, the thing is, when I came into the music industry, I was lucky to face or to meet some friends, and they told me something to do with music or talent is normally very tough. It's tough, but it's not really tough. It gets tough when you're looking for the power from outside. Like you have a talent and you're looking for somebody to promote it. That becomes a challenge because you see now, it's not always that the person is there waiting for you to show your talent and laugh and promote. No. This energy should come from yourself. So anybody who has a talent, I want to give you this first advice. Please, the motivator of your talent should be yourself first. Show it out. When you have something that you think the world needs to see or hear, or at least experience, give it out. Take it out. You understand? As much as I'm not a beginner, I've come to Nairobi, I've spent my money, I've spent my efforts just to show what people can do or can get from me. So I've even picked a restaurant called Mawimbi, and that Mawimbi is a very high-class restaurant. Everything they expect there should be high class. And I picked it for a reason, and I produced an item or a product called Kim for Love Exclusive. Kim for Love Exclusive, I was actually targeting glamour, romantic, a gala dinner dance. You understand? So I called it romantic, glamour, gala dinner dance. The reason why I trimmed it like that is because we want also to appreciate these people who are very ready to experience life in different angles. We should not know our music in the areas of twende nini kelele nini. No. We also have to refine what we have. So I refined that performance. I made it more like a romantic, only slow love songs. And I think Bart and Diana were there and they were falling in love twice. Yes, kwa sababu niliwa invite. And the invitation went through Mauzo. Brown is a very great supporter for my music, and all through, as I was telling the other radio, the TV stations on an interview, I promoted these people when they were starting. They are promoting me now in the industry of Nairobi because I'm more known in Europe than in my own country.
Than in your own country.
Yes. So what I'm trying to do is like now to gather up all these energies and, doing it ourselves. So first thing is like you have to have the energy from yourself. Show it out. And doesn't matter whether you are spending money or you're not spending money. Go ask for a stage and show whatever. Go, if you have even money to pay for a stage to showcase what you have. Look for platforms where people can do something. Nowadays, you have even social media. I'm going to create a network, or online network, where you just have to get your phone, show what you can do, and let us see that, and we will promote it from that area. So you don't need to spend money to showcase what you have. You can do it from the comfort of your own phone. Just do it, post it online, and we will pick it up from there. In the near future, on interviews, I'll give more like a proper bridgeway to that.
Wow.
Meanwhile, that is the first advice. Let it come from yourself. The second advice is believe in yourself. Whatever you're doing, please believe in it. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who else? We don't want to believe in you. The world doesn't care whether you believe yourself or you don't believe yourself. The world will just give you what you have. Like, if it's a belief that you have, the world will reward you. If it's no belief, the world will still reward you. The reward of no belief is a fail. You understand? So better believe yourself and let the world react positive with your whatever you have.
Whatever you have, indeed. To dare is to dream. More to come as we wind up this conversation in the next few. But for now, I've got Mizigo, work with music featuring Critical King and Real Circle playing on Baze Radio.co.ke.
Thank you.
He only wrong number. I'll see you, and if you're tuning in right now, welcome back as we wind up this conversation with Kim for Love, Kenyan born and raised in Nairobi, but best in Europe. We're here to finally unwind this conversation. Kim for Love, my audience, my family, amazing listeners, they want to know, they want to get it right. Are there any upcoming projects? Are there plans you have while you have, are there plans for you while you're around?
Yes, I have a few plans. Actually, I'm introducing some few products. Okay, I would like to tell my people ambao wako kwa game. Let's look at it more keenly. And I've been telling this to many other businesses, some entrepreneur also, and some other industries. The thing is, we have not yet found a good menu with our music. I'm talking in terms like most of us tunafanya music lakini hatujui inaingia genre gani. So tuangalie music in a variety, because there are some people who are going to come to Kenya looking for jazz music. They are coming to Kenya maybe to look for African, like pop, African rumba, African stuff. So we have to classify our music into different categories so that at least when people come or ask for such kind of like stuff, wanajua hawa ni wa hip hop, hawa ni wa nini. You can do even multi, but let it be known that this is what you do, this is what. Let's have a menu that mtu anaweza kuangalia akasema, okay, kama ni wa gengeton ni hawa, kama ni hawa nini. You can multi-talent anyway. So on that area, ningependa kusema tu what I have come to do here as a project. Nimekuja pia kutengeneza 2 different classes. Actually, I wanted to go to the glamour, which is romantic glamour gala dinner dance, which I'm doing. I did 2 performances already at Mawimbi, and the target was like, of course, I'm not saying rich class, but people also who respect what they have and they want to enjoy it in a better way. It's okay. We can go to our other concerts. So I'll create another product, which is, this product is going to be, it's actually Kenya 47 Kasiri Kadogo ambao alikuwa anajaribu. It's also a type of a glamour performance, but more mild, not so strong. That means I'm going to collect a few artists to work with. And the Kenya 47, the idea is like to pick an artist, a model, and a mentor or a role model. 3 of those categories. An artist from a different community. We have like 47 communities plus. So I'll pick 1 artist from each community. I'll pick 1 model from each community. And I will pick 1 role model. Could be another Kipchoge or something like that. Somebody who can motivate the community or has motivated the community in a different level, not politicians. I'm not avoiding politicians, but I want us also to check on other avenues where we can also put our minds to, because almost everybody wants to be a politician, but there are so many other areas that people could make money from and could also invest on. So I don't mind. I also want to invite the governors, the MPs from those areas, but I want them to come and support these 3 people. They are artists. They are models and they are role models. I want them to support and actually to invest in that. The event is called Kenya 47, Kim for Love Kenya 47. And I'm going to do interviews to all those types. And we are going to create an online platform where people will vote for the best from their community who are going to come and join the event. So that is the event, which is kind of like it's a big thing. It's a 50 million plus project. And I'm already working with some few people to organize the whole thing and where we can pitch it. Mm-hmm. So that is the next project that I'm going to do apart from this small romantic glamour gala dinner dance.
Wow.
So that is something that I want. Okay, the target is to promote the talent still, and also I want that the art and talent also benefits the people from the villages. These are their kids. These are their, friends and all that I want them to support them so that they can also make a financial gain from the game.
Wow. Amazing. Hopefully everything will went well as planned. Let us know whenever you need our support. We'll be here to support you.
I love that. I love that talk. Sorry for cutting you short because Bahati and Diana said the same. They are there to support me in any area that I would need towards this big project.
Wow. Amazing. Kim for Love 47.
Yes.
It's coming soon.
Kenya 47.
Kenya 47 is coming soon. Keep posted. Check out on Kim for Live, Instagram, social media platforms for you to be informed when is the audition happening. Now, Kim, someone who want to support you, someone who want to follow you, someone who want to be involved in what you're doing. Can you share with us maybe social media platforms where do they find you?
Okay, on Facebook, I have a page, Kim for Love page. You just do like Facebook/Kim for Love. You get to my page. Instagram, I have a Kim for Love official. On I think Twitter, mostly it's Kim for Love. Almost all the social platforms, and actually, my number is also there, my telephone number, but I really recommend no calls. Mm-hmm. I'm better with WhatsApp. So please, if you have a concern or if you want to engage with us, do a WhatsApp message, and probably my guys are going to check on that and will reply.
Of course, we have a amazing team that will get back to you anytime you reach out for any inquiry. Thank you so much for passing by. Thank you for the love. To the amazing listeners, of course, we know very well you had an amazing, massive following across Europe.
Yes.
Just to give you opportunity to pick up a shout out to the amazing listeners.
Oh, from Europe?
Yes.
Okay, the thing is, I love my European fans. I love my fans. I have a fan base also in China. I have a fan base in California. And I've been working with a lot of big artists also in the industry. And I know they are even supporting me, even in Nairobi. And let me tell Kenyans, just be ready because this thing is big. I have artists from California. They want to come over for this event, the events that I'm doing. And there are many. Actually, Kim for Love Kenya 47 is just one of them. But these people, we are taking them in a very big tour. And the tour is going to start from Kenya and end in Kenya. It's an African tour. So please, Kenyans, be ready because what we are bringing in Nairobi and in the country is a big thing. Please be ready. My friends in California, they are waiting for that. We have a program where we will teach people online how to play the instruments, musical instruments. I have already a lineup of guitarists from all over the world. They are ready to teach you Kenyans or to teach the Kenyan teenagers, even old people. Even if you are old, by the way, don't disqualify yourself. If you still have a passion in you, keep it ready. And I can tell you, I have a lot of support from outside, people who are volunteering to teach people free of charge. So be ready for that also, and to elevate your talent and whatever you have in a big way. And my German base, which is also a very strong base, they are also listening. They are also following all these things, and actually, we will get a lot of response from different people. I've even worked with people. Even as much as Whitney Houston is dead, there are people who've been in the same college with them. They want to come to Kenya Kenya, and they're my friends, and I'll bring them and they'll do big performances here. And all those people from all over the world, they are ready for you guys. So please, Kenya, get ready to wake up in this industry.
We're ready. Kenyans are always born ready. Thank you so much for your time.
And I love that power, man.
And thank you so much for passing by on Baze Radio.co.ke. Yes. We'll link up in future in the next show. But for now, to my amazing followers, amazing fans, we'll be coming back with more in the next show. But for now, I've got Far Away by Yozo playing on Baze Radio.co.ke.
Wonderful. Thank you.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.